Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 22 Week 4 live stream. Of course, we didn't end up having it on Monday. We've been gone for the last 4 days or so as the floor got replaced in the entire house. Had to move everything out, everything back in, but everything is pretty much back in order. So that's finally done. But yeah, it's all done. They end up replacing out all the stuff that was damaged from hurricane and everything else. Also just got the rest of the floor replaced since it was already patched up anyways, so might as well just do all of it. And yeah, it's finally done now, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Of course, as far as Gems of War is concerned, we got ourselves a Vault event weekend, which means yeah, let's do some Vault event weekend. One nice advantage of not doing a Monday stream is yeah, Vault event weekend going on all this weekend, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So best time to be grinding for pretty much everything. We'll probably start with some Paloozas and then kind of go from there. And yeah, start racking up a bunch of loot for it. Of course, don't forget to be killing your 10 daily battle crashers. Haven't been able to do any of them yet today. Actually, I can't remember. Does anyone know? Do these happen during Vault events? I mean, obviously they happen during Vault events, but I mean during a Palooza? I forget if they could battle crash during a Palooza. I'm pretty sure if they do, you still get the loot from the gnomes, but I guess we're about to find out because first thing we're going to be doing is Palooza, so we'll see if they actually end up appearing at all or not. I believe I have some XP boosters to go use too, so we can go and synergize those with it. I guess we'll go set up the team, though. If I'm not mistaken, I'm already on the correct team. Yes, I am. Let's just do one last battle just to 100% make sure it's on the right one. Hello, Mark. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Renaus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did not crash on Palooza today? Oh, no. We're going to have to do it separately then. Okay, I'll run one Palooza off the bat, and then we'll go do them separately then. Let me just get out of the mini-boss and everything, and then we'll go and, okay, that's unfortunate, but that's fine. We gotta go do the... Oh, no. Oh, there's one. Well, obviously, we're not in that one yet, but there we go. There's 1 to 10. Alright, well, let's go Paloozaing then. I said, hello, Sonny. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the like. Greatly appreciated. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get into things. Where even is it again? I want to use the XP booster first. That's what I was thinking. Alright, do that. Go to game, Soulforge, other, Palooza. And, let's let it begin. I should probably start the timer beforehand because now it's slightly below. I think the best way to do that would be to set the timer slightly below 15 seconds. Just so by the time we click it, it's good to go. That's pretty much a game plan then. Palooza, we'll go farm the other thing. And then go, I guess, touch some of the weeklies that we haven't been doing. No, I've been keeping up with most of them. I think the main one I haven't really done much this week is Underspire. I bought into torches for it, but I don't think I've actually touched a single room yet, so maybe we'll do some Underspire. I don't think the Battle Crasher can appear there, though. There's one big issue with a lot of side modes like that is not only does the Battle Crasher not appear there, but also the Gnome event doesn't appear there. Which is not ideal. The main 2 locations you'd want to farm is either PvP or most notably Explore, since Explore is so quick to kill. Up Epic Volky already. I really hate the way that they changed the loot though, from like a patch or 2 ago. That always throws me off every Vault event now. Because it just drops so weirdly compared to before. Like as far as where you have to look to see what loot you got. Like before with the big color cards, it was really obvious, like, oh, you got this, you got that. But I am still not used to that change they did a patch or 2 ago. Hey, lighting in this room's still horrible, by the way. That's still one of the things we need to fix. Because my ceiling light still doesn't work. That and the bathrooms, I think, are the last 2 things that are, like, broken in this house. Some of the wiring and, just some things in the bathroom in general. But then I think truly everything would have been replaced in this house at that point. Not like everything. But everything that was broken at any point would have been by then. So hello, Mr. Jesse. Welcome, welcome. How did the hurricane repair go? Pretty well. It took a little bit longer than expected, mostly because the first crew that they had, someone ended up contracting COVID-19, so they had to send a different crew. And then I believe it was on Wednesday, they had a bit of an issue because it was raining all day, which kind of dampened their progress there. But, yeah, it took like a day or two longer than expected. Because the original estimate was around, like, oh, they'll be done around Tuesday. And it was like, okay, that's definitely not happening. And then it was like, okay, maybe they'll finish by Wednesday. And it's like, oh, nope, that's not happening either. And then they basically end up finishing late Thursday. And they got everything moved back in Thursday night. So thank you, Chad, for the $5 tip. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope all's been well. Yeah, it took them about double the time as expected, but, yeah, the first team ended up getting COVID. And then rain kind of slowed them down one day. But they got there in the end. Came out really nicely, though. Also, it has been so cold lately. Like, so absurdly cold. I'm actually surprised it hasn't snowed here a second time. Like, it snowed for the first time ever in, like, several years. The other week. And it was cold enough the other night that if it was raining, it would have snowed. But it feels weird when it's actually winter during winter. That's not something that normally happens in this area. It's almost like there's 4 seasons. And not just summer, 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 and slightly colder summer. But yeah, I guess since the battle crashers don't appear here, we'll go to PvP next to try to unlock them all. Just so we don't forget, because that's a daily that's pretty important to not forget. I think you can only miss it one day before you have to spend some gems on it. And it's 100% not worth spending money to bypass it. Especially since they reworked it, it's actually even more expensive. Like every day that you miss is more expensive, I should say. Like the exact price of it's still the same. But you get a lot less value from it. Because now that's only a 2-day long event. I mean, 2-week long event. Every single day counts for like double the amount of value. Because before it was like about a month. And you unlocked like, what, 2 days every single time or something like that? But now it's like half that time, but you unlock twice as many. Oh, so it's so weird, because I was looking at, like, small screens. I had an issue with that the previous stream we did earlier today, too. But, since I've been looking at, like, small screens the last few days, between, like, phone and the Steam Deck and everything, my eyes have not adjusted back to the full computer screen yet. I've been looking at so many small screens the last few days that it feels weird looking at a bigger screen. My eyes keep fatiguing. It's nice to be back at a proper setup, though. Like, Steam Deck is nice, but, gosh, it's annoying trying to do everything all in it. Also, I've had way too much fast food the last few days. Because we're stuck at a hotel the whole time. So every single day was just fast food every single day. But I felt like a little mini vacation, which was nice. Or staycation. It's kind of funny because it's actually the first time I've been at a hotel since the hurricane that even caused the damage to begin with. As the last time I was in a hotel prior was from the hurricane that did all this mess in the first place. Steam Deck little screen. Well, you know, relative to like a giant computer setup. Like Steam Deck screen isn't like super small, but it definitely is compared to like a proper monitor. But it's the most I've used Steam Deck since I had it, at least in such a short duration. But I do enjoy it though. I would say the main thing that I don't like with it is how worse the trackpad is compared to a normal mouse. Could just be that I'm just not fully used to it. Well, ones that I mostly do while away. Mostly Gems of War, Brighter Shores, and, oh gosh, what was the other one called? Slay the Spire. Because Slay the Spire 2 comes out this year. I think it's got an official release date, but they've been teasing stuff every single month that I've been completely ignoring. I know that they're teasing stuff, I haven't actually been looking at everything they've been teasing, though. Probably should. I see it in like that games feed on Steam like every single few weeks. It's like, oh yeah, they're dropping more info. I should probably click on that, and then I never do. At some point they'll drop the actual game. Gosh, why am I so thirsty all of a sudden? I must need more water. If we're going to be paloozing for a while. Not sure how long we're going for tonight. About an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. But I've definitely been grinding Vault events a little bit less lately. Like, I definitely haven't been doing, like, 300 Vault keys, that's for sure. Still been grinding them, just not as much as we used to. It's because we have so much loot already that it doesn't feel as worthwhile to. Still waiting for some of those bigger updates this year. Like Guild Wars, that one, Monolith thing, or whatever they're called, Citadel system. Stuff like that. Because we've been needing something like that to rebalance the game for a while. So I'm very curious to see how that pans out ultimately. Particularly in regard to stopping extra turns. Because if you can set it up so like your enemy never gets an extra turn ever, that definitely changes the dynamic of what you would use. If both you and the enemy would always lose your turn under every circumstance. Oh yeah, our Flower Dragon's confirmed for next update. They were originally supposed to be like late last year, but they got delayed till early this year. Have they actually been confirmed to come in the first update this year? Oh, that reminds me. I got a bunch of redeem codes I need to go hand out. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, let me go hand out a bunch of codes as soon as we finish out this Palooza. Hello, Isabel. So did I even say hello to everyone yet? I can't remember if I did earlier. Hello, Mark. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Sonny. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Chad, and thanks again. Hello, hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. I think that's everyone. Hello, everyone lurking in the shadows. Hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. Also, after moving everything out of this house and back in, gosh, I never want to do that again. Gosh, is moving so annoying. We don't even have like a super high amount of stuff either. Yet it still took like 2 days. Well, at least to get it all out. It was actually a lot quicker to get it back in, oddly enough. It was way quicker getting everything back in than getting it out. It says release date 1/1/2030. Yeah, it means it has no release date officially yet. Oh yeah, is there a Terran's World alternative yet? Whatever happened to Terran's World? Didn't it get taken down? Did anyone start running it again or some other website? Because I haven't been keeping up with what's been happening with that. Alright, this should be the last battle we can get in before the timer goes. Oh, nice. Triple Glory Gnome into a soul. Very nice. Alright, nice. Timer completed. Let me actually turn this timer a little bit. Just so that by the time I click on it later, it'll be already reset. Alright, we can go kill it now. Alright, let's go finish killing out these before I forget to go get them. Let's go do PvP first. Let's see. Not what I wanted to check. Yes, give me that buff. No kill at everything else. Wait, did I not get a single Valraven yesterday? It's funny. Yeah, I tried for like 10 or 20 minutes and just gave up. I know I got almost done none. I didn't realize I got literally none. That's kind of funny. Generally, if I get none by after 10 minutes, I just give up completely. Oh yeah, let me go hand out codes. 1 second, I just don't have my code section open. Actually, where even is my code section? Oh no! 1 moment, I'll find it in a second. There it is, I found it. 1 second. Digging it up. I have found the codes. Oh gosh, I still got December codes, by the way. Oh yeah, what special code did I get for this month? What's this month? Valentine's Day? Oh yeah, I already handed that out, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. I sure hope so. I handed out the Valentine's heart pet, right? I'm pretty sure I did. I think we did that last week, right? Pretty sure I did. I'm like 90% certain we handed out the heart pet the other week. It's hello, Mr. Sandwich. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Alright, we did. Okay, just making sure. Alright, we're all good to go then. Oh, so this year's still been going by so quick. It's almost the 3rd month already. Almost in March. I feel like this year just started. I said, hello, Tyrion! Yep, we got Vault Event weekend. Got the Palooza timer going, just getting the daily thingy done real quick. Just so I don't forget to get the 10 kills or later. Then we'll go back to Paloozas. Oh, there's one of them already. 2 to go. That just might be really quick if we're already getting one. That's hello, Sushi Ninja. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, a little bit of a weirder time for once. Oh, we used to stream on Fridays. Well, lately it's mostly just been Mondays. But of course, this Monday we were moving away. Well, not moving away, but moving stuff out and then back in. Felt like we were moving away, though. Though one nice thing is I was able to get so much spring cleaning done. I got rid of so much junk I've been meaning to clear out for ages now. It was probably one of the best things that came out of it. Because I finally had an excuse to go through literally everything I had. And get rid of the mountains of trash just laying around. Not literally mountains worth, but you know what I mean. Over time you build up a lot of random junk you don't ever need. There's also a lot of random papers. I shredded like over 100 papers of my backlog of shredding that I never got around to. Like a bunch of random old cards, things that had the address on it, stuff like that. Oh, so that Battle Crasher just kill itself? Where did my Battle Crasher go? Is my dungeon busted? No, I believe it's working on PC Mobile last I checked. Though I also have only been buying the torches and haven't actually done a battle yet. I don't know, has anyone else had issue with Underspire this week? Because I've only been buying the torches, I haven't actually been doing the Underspire yet. The only problem with that during a Vault weekend is you don't actually get gnomes while doing it. So we're almost losing more loot than we're even gaining while doing it. Did I keep the pirate eye patch? Yes, I kept all the holiday hats. I got the bunny ears ready for Easter already. Yeah, I kept all the holiday hats. I got them their own drawer as well. Because I got rid of a lot of the junks from a bunch of the drawers. Is that 2 birds or 3? It should be 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just double checking. Let's go get the last bird real quick. Then I'll probably just explore, rush down whatever we still need. Wow, that was so quick. I was going to another code. Wow. That was one of the quicker PvPs we've had in a long while. Why can't that always be that quick? Why can't every day be that convenient for getting through Valhawks? Hello, Chris! Welcome, welcome. Everything's been going good. All the floors have been replaced. Everything ended up going over well. Took a little bit longer than expected, but they got it done. Alright, let's go kill whatever we still need for this, which is 7 of them, gosh. Alright, let's do some normal Dust Devil quick kill then. Because I don't think we're doing anything else that will allow us to really kill them. So we'll have to do the rest in Explore real quick. Oh wait, it was Dungeon that wasn't working? I can go check Dungeon. Yeah, I haven't done Daily Dungeon yet. Let me go check it. Curse. Amethyst. Annoying Web. It's working correctly, though. We got really unlucky, but it's working correctly. We got Curse Webbed. I need to go put like a Beatrix on this team or something. Of course, now just like no extra turns. The second I do that. Really? Please, just one cleanse and we win. Please, just one cleanse and we win. How hard is it to land it? Where are you cleansing? There we go. Was all that really not an extra turn? How? You're out for 20 bucks for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, due to Xbox purchase error currently. Oh no! That's not good. Hopefully they resolve that soon. Is Voice of Orpheus a better option? Depends what you're trying to do. The biggest issue with Voice of Orpheus is it's yellow rather than extra turn. You generally only drag out Voice of Orpheus if they have like silence and stuff like that to go with it. But normally Beatrix is the way to go. More often than not. But it really depends what you're trying to do in a given battle. Also, it depends if they have stun. Because Orpheus is a lot more immune to stun. Dungeon's still not fixed on console. Hopefully they get around to that soon. Next patch should be around the corner though. They've been beta testing the Guild War patch for like a week or two now. Actually, at this point, yeah, it should be almost 2 weeks because I've been gone the last 4 days. And they were already testing it like the week prior. So it should be out by, it could actually be as early as this Tuesday. Realistically, it's probably 2 Tuesdays from now. But next patch can be as early as next week's Tuesday, in like 4 days. It's more likely to be the week after that, or 2 weeks after that. Like early March. They're worried about giving double accidentally? That's funny. I don't even think double of that one even gives you anything, does it? I don't believe it does. Because I know what offer you're talking about. I didn't bother going for it because it seemed too expensive to go for 20 bucks for it. Since we can get the pet for free later down the line. Yeah, I would assume it's early March. They haven't given any official date, but it's normally like a few weeks after the beta. We're getting really close to that point. Like 3 to 4 weeks after the beta is most common. What am I looking for? I need 3 more is what we're looking for, and then we can go do gnomes the rest of the time. Not sure how many Paloozas we'll go for in total, but we'll get a couple in. I really gotta farm more verses this weekend at some point, though. Basically exactly what I'm doing now. But with the single dust double team after you get all the battle crushers done. And the reason I'm running it like this is you need to kill the Battle Crasher. After the Battle Crasher, you want to go to 1 Dust Devil, triple Ironhawk if you have it. As it's a little quicker than what we're using now. Yep, 1 more to go. 2 times 1 copy of a pet, 10 burning marks, and 10 shiny keys. Oh, it's probably the shiny keys they're concerned about then. You couldn't get any sushi because of the snow. Oh no! Yeah, honestly, I need to go on a diet. Pretty much since I got back, I've been drinking nothing but water. Because I had so much soda and junk food while I was away. Well, more so fast food in the junk food category. Out of everything I tried, the 2 biggest standout items were the Baja Strawberry Dreamsicle thing that Taco Bell currently has. Where it's like strawberry with the Baja Blast thing from that one Seal commercial with like some kind of cream at the bottom. That was so good, as in like an icy. That and the oddly enough, the Burger King Melt, like the Swiss mushroom melt one that they have, that thing. Those were the 2 items that were actually surprisingly good out of all the fast food I had during that time. Not that everything else was bad, but the 2 that stood out enough that it's like, oh, they're actually kind of relevant. Speaking of things that'd be relevant, if only it was cheaper. Which also, gosh, fast food prices I have never seen so expensive. It's actually crazy how high fast food is these days. Because I haven't been eating it that much. But then when you only eat it for a couple days, it's like, wow. At this point, I must just go to a restaurant. You might actually pay less. Ooh, brown deeds, I gotta go for it. It's not the best color, but these are deeds. We mostly want to be seeing purple ones, as we're getting really close to our next magic upgrade, or second to last one. I believe by the end of the season we actually have enough magic, because I believe the season was purple. So between the free side, the paid side, and whatever else we get in between. What more can we expect from Shiny Keys? Well, they did mention they were planning on eventually adding Legends and Mythics to it. They have yet to actually do so. But if they ever do, that'd be a pretty big day. How many they're going to add initially, we don't really know. There's currently no Legends or Mythics can be shinied. But whenever they can, as long as it's on a really meta troop, it's going to become one of the strongest troops in the game, whatever they put it on. We've already seen this happen with slightly lower rarity stuff. Like Lurk, Dirk, and Burke, or whatever his name is. That one, Goblin one. That wasn't a Legend or a Mythic, though, but it's probably the most relevant troop that has ever been shinied. Curious to see what will happen when they do it on Legend or Mythic. This hasn't happened yet, because they haven't added it to any yet. I have a feeling they're going to mostly do it to a really bad Mythics, though. But hey, maybe that will be the thing that finally makes Wardbreaker viable. When they turn Wardbreaker into a shiny. Get him a few lower mana costs and whatever improvement it does to his ability. There we go, finally. Gosh, that final one really took a while. They have removed the thing that makes the last one take longer. However, doesn't seem like it. But how long that one took. However, they have updated it so the final one doesn't take forever anymore. Though we did get a little bit unlucky on that very last one. Because I'm pretty sure that fix is still in play unless they accidentally undid it at some point. But now they're all weighted evenly. The final one does not take a longer duration of time, even though that final one did happen to take us a longer amount of time. Yeah, they didn't buff... that was one thing I was really surprised in the Divinian Fields rework. They did not touch Wardbreaker at all. The most useful one was definitely Atlanta, the free epic that you get from doing the questline for Divinian Fields. They end up giving her 1 mana reduction and 75% mana start. She's now the strongest 75% mana start troop in the entire game. The most relevant one earlier was probably the one you see me using occasionally, Harpy Mage. Because it's basically turn to Empower when you have Enchant on her. But the other one was... where'd it go? Or the other one now is Atlanta. where she's actually the quickest AoE in the entire game when it comes to just getting it up and casting it. Obviously, there's better loop things, like just doing truffle, beatrix, stuff like that. But if you only need like 2 really, really quick casts, for 6 mana, you get 2 Atlantis to full mana, and you just cast, win. There's actually a lot of interesting use cases for it now. It was already like somewhat viable for low rarity teams to be running like 2 or 3 of her, just because of Arrow Link into an AoE. But with 75% mana start, there are a lot of situations where this can actually be brought out now. I haven't really gotten a chance to mess around with it much because this just happened on what, Monday? Yeah, Monday. Like, this was pretty recent. But she's really good for quick kill stuff now. And is by far the strongest troop in the entire game with Swift now, from like a damage perspective. Like, this was like decent for, and a few others like that were like half decent. But when it comes to damage now, Atlanta by far has the most. Having full AoE and still having Air Link and having the 1 lower mana cost. So even if you want to cast her another time, it's even easier. But yeah, double Atlanta teams and maybe even the occasional triple Atlanta teams. There's some interesting use cases for it now. It's not going to be like the best thing ever because you still have to give up your turn every time, but there are some niche situations where you bring her out where you wouldn't have before. But yeah, she's really strong. There are stronger options out there, but if you're just looking for some quick AoE to take out a mode or she's applicable for it, definitely consider using her. Alright, let's go do some Paloozas again. We already got the timer. Let's go use up our other XP booster. So it's the last one I have in my mail, it looks like it. Okay, let's go get it going. Start up this. Alright, to the Paloozas! Go to games, go to Soulforge, go to other, go to there, start that, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Alright, let's go do it. Oh yeah, true. You can do it with Kafru now too. Actually, do you even need to Kafru? You can technically do like 3 Atlanta into one Kafru. I'm not even sure if you need the 3rd or the 2nd, I mean. You could also do it with Ihi Cattle because it does the yellow thingy. Like triple Atlanta, Ihi Cattle. Or triple Atlanta into Kafru. The only slight issue with Atlanta is she doesn't do that much damage. She does damage very quick, but the amount of damage done is not particularly high. Like, you can't do, like, Explore 12, for example, there. As even 3 is not enough to one-shot it. Or, you know, 3-shot it, technically. But even casting all 3 is not enough to kill. Is she good for Vault events? For budget teams, yes. If you have any amount of Ironhawk, like if you have double Ironhawk or more, she's not useful though. But if you have no Ironhawk, you could definitely go down the Atlanta route instead of Rowain. You don't have to go down Rowain anymore. Because all you have to do is just Leprechaun Atlanta now. Or even just Ihi Cattle Atlanta. Like, your team would probably be Hero, Atlanta, Leprechaun, and Ihi Cattle in that order. And if you have purple to yellow alignment for Ihi Cattle, you do Ihi Cattle. And if you don't, you cast Leprechaun. And then she guarantee gets the full mana, and then you just one-shot. But it'd be a good replacement for a Rowain team. And it's just as budget as Rowain team as well. If anything, it's a little bit cheaper because you don't need fully traded Mirage Queen. Though it does require fully traded Atlanta, though. Whereas Rowain technically does not need to be traded at all to make a Rowain team work. Yeah, she'll have more damage than Rowain in most situations. Catch you later, Sonny. Miss Insane Witch, have a good night. Yeah, due to the fact that it does damage to everything simultaneously, she will normally have more damage than Rowain. You can't really scale her in the same way, but most battles that you're using her, you don't really need to scale her. Even for things like Underspire now, we'll probably start showing like double, triple Atlanta teams. Actually, I didn't do that for any this week, did I? Was there no yellow restriction? What was Tuesday's restriction? Does anyone remember? Because I just realized it could have showed Atlanta team if it was yellow available. But I don't think I bothered showing any. Not sure why, I really should have. It could be that the yellow wasn't an option. Because for yellow and purple Underspires, she should be really good. Purple with Leprechaun, yellow with E Cattle. Because those teams are really budget as well. Like Atlanta, you literally get for free. Newer players just got buffed like crazy. Because in the past, I used to even show like double Atlanta teams even before she got buffed. But now that she got buffed, like the amount of viability from double Atlanta teams is actually absurd. And you can run it all the way to 100 Underspire as well. Or Underworld, I mean. Like, you'd run it for the entire Tuesday daily when yellow or purple is around. What's kind of funny is it might even be better than Guard's Avatar. I need to double check what the damage difference is. I think Guard's Avatar is still slightly better. But I believe double Atlanta is comparable to one Guard's Avatar cast. And you need half the mana as well. As double Atlanta, at least with Swift, is only 6 mana cost. Because Guard's Avatar is 12 for one cast. I do believe Guard's Avatar is a bit more damage though. But it's barely any difference for how much easier it is to get double Atlanta. Compared to getting a Mythic and a Legend. These, for Guard's Avatar, you obviously need Surqua and Hadley for the 50% mana star as well. Otherwise you gotta fill way too much mana. You get a second Horde Mimic? Nice! Yeah, I'm still really dry on my third. Though in all fairness, I barely touched Explorer 12 in the last year. But in the last like 3 or 4 years, we haven't gotten a Mimic. We got 2 within like a few months, and then it's been like 4 years since we've seen one. Hello, Mark Smith. Welcome, welcome. How hard would it be to get back in the game? Honestly, I feel like it's pretty easy. They've been doing a lot of stuff to make getting back into the game a lot easier too, as far as the newer player experience and everything. I was at a friend try it for the first time ever the other day, and they've been having quite a bit of fun with it. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of stuff to try to make it easier. A lot of the drop tables are also set up in a way where it's pretty easy to catch up. In a sense that you pretty much hit a wall on them later in the game. So you can never get like too far ahead at any given time. Which makes it a lot easier to catch up. I would also say orbs are probably the biggest thing that's happened in the last 5 years that have made it a lot easier. Not sure if orbs existed back then. I think it might have to a small degree. But now they have an orb for almost everything you would ever need to upgrade. And it makes upgrading stuff early on in the game, as well as just in general, so much easier. As any orb-related event or thing that you could farm it a lot off of, like Vault Event right now, for this weekend, is a great time to be farming. But anytime you can get a lot of orbs, kind of gives you progress across everything in the entire game. As pretty much every important thing other than deeds can be done with orbs. And deeds are mostly just how you upgrade kingdoms these days. But orbs help you do pretty much everything you would ever need to do with a troop or a weapon. They even have one that upgrade the pets as well. So you can upgrade like old cosmetic pets or just any pet you wish to use it on. Is Dragon Soul still the way to go? No, Dragon Soul has kind of fallen off pretty heavily. He's still okay for farming souls, but there's so many other ways to be farming souls. Most notably just spamming Vault Event like this weekend. There's a Vault Event once every month for a weekend. And you came at the perfect time because it's taking place today, tomorrow, and Sunday. But these soul gnomes that we kill give so many souls. We don't really need to run Dragon Soul anymore. Like, just that one fight with the reduced amount, we got 1,320 souls for one fight that took, like, seconds. So you don't really have to go out of your way to farm souls for the most part anymore. You do a little bit in early game, but if you just partake in, like, a Vault Event or two, you pretty much catch up instantly. And perfect time, because there's one going on right now for next 2 days. Or technically 3 days, but today's almost over. But all weekend it'll be going. I basically just want to spam kill explorers, the quickest way to do it. But you can also find them during quest lines as well as PvP. Explorer's just the quickest and easiest way to get it done. Hello, Ron! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. If you have any questions, let me know. What is EE cattle? Oh gosh, how do you say that? The cattle. The EE cattle? The cattle? I have no clue how you say that. Oh no, how would you say that name? It's like EHECALTL or something. Cattle? 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 Oh no. It's a really weird spelled name. It's the one that converts all, it's the Empower guy that converts all purple to yellow and creates a yellow storm. While also using yellow. Yep, all the floors are done. Everything's been moved back in. It took a little bit longer than expected, but everything is as it should be. But yeah, moving everything was so annoying. I'm glad it's pretty much done, though. At least all the important stuff is back in. There's still a few knickknacks things not brought back, but we're worried about that later. All the important stuff is back where it needs to be. Like all the heavy furniture, the computer setup, everything like that. All the smaller stuff hasn't been moved necessarily, but we'll get to it eventually. Hello, Kikolia! Welcome, welcome. Some people were mentioning that there's some issues with Dungeon on console. I haven't noticed any issue with it on PC Mobile, though. But some console versions have been having an issue with it. But I did this stream with no issue on PC. I've also been doing it on mobile and Steam Deck with no issue. So I think it's mostly just a console issue. There's a lot of menu issues on console. Hopefully they get it fixed soon. Oh no. Yeah, the visuals for the game tend to change so much every several years. I feel like every, 4 years they've done a massive visual overhaul. But all the troop art's still the same, all the music's still the same. And several assets still the same. But a lot of the interfaces, they have been changing over the years. But the core gameplay and the troop art, visual, and everything else still the same, though. A lot of things they've made a lot more minimalistic, though. I'm also playing in a little bit of a weird aspect ratio right now. Just so that it fits the whole screen. So the bottom probably looks a little bit different. Some things are stretched a bit weirdly. Did they change PvP? Yes. Actually, all last year, like nearly every update was a change to PvP. The final change is actually happening as the next update where they're overhauling Guild War. Guild War actually doesn't exist anymore at the moment. It hasn't for about a year now. But they're doing the Guild War overhaul, finally coming back in the next patch. Probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks or so. But yeah, they spent all last year overhauling all of PvP. With the final change coming in the next few weeks. I'm just giving it a few seconds to make sure the timer goes down. Alright, should be good to go. And the reason we wait out the timer is so we get the full loot from the final fight. Like right there we got 1,000 glory, otherwise we would have only gotten like 100 something. As well as a few other loots. Hard to tell because I hate this new menu. It's so hard to tell what our drops are. So we got Chaos Shards, we got Glory, we got Garnet, and we got a double Minor Trait Stone drop. So we got a normal gnome, a Jewel gnome, a Daemon gnome, and a Glory gnome. It's so hard to tell with this new system though. Like we know what this is just by looking at it. But I feel like an average new player and you see these 4 drops but didn't see what the battle was, you'd have no clue what it came from compared to the previous system. Yeah, this was from a Glory gnome, this was from a Daemon gnome, this was from a Jewel gnome, and this was from a normal gnome. Whatever they're called. Are they going to be keeping Arena? I believe they're ditching Arena event initially for Guild Wars. So technically, Arena event is being deleted. Actually, the last Arena event that we had was probably the last one ever. As the next patch is likely to be in before the next Arena overhaul, or, you know, before the next Arena event. And Guild Wars, for now, is just going to be replacing Arena. Temporarily, until they figure out exactly how they want to structure it. But they end up changing Guild Wars so they can run it whenever. It doesn't have to be exactly once every 4 weeks or anything. They can literally run it whenever. So if the community's like, hey, we don't want Guild Wars as much, they can make it happen less often. Or if it's like, hey, we want it more often, they can adjust it. Because before it had to be like a really strict time frame. But now they can kind of do Guild War whenever they want. They could do 2 back-to-back Guild War weeks. They could go 1 month with a Guild War and then like 2 months later do another. I believe currently they're planning to be once every month, basically replacing the Arena weekend. But they ended up coding in a way where they could adjust at any point if they ever want to make it more or less frequent. And it should be coming in next patch in the next few weeks. You're super unlucky on perfect dungeon runs. Is there any tips for that? No, it's pure luck. It is pure RNG. There was like some statistical differences with it initially. But last I recall, they patched like pretty much every advantage you could do based on that out of the game. Oh, we did that, we did that. Oh yeah, let's hand out another code. Here you go. Enjoy. Actually, I still have one more December code, by the way. We'll hand that out as our next code. But yeah, I still somehow have one single December code left. We're almost at the end of February. And I haven't even hit the 2025 codes yet. Oh no. But yeah, the next code we hand out will be our final December code. And then we can finally get into the 2025 codes. Anyways, we don't need this guy, so we'll just ignore him. Let's go run another Palooza. How many do we have left? I think we have like, what, 16 left? 15? Yeah, 15 left. So I gotta make sure we stay at least above 10. I always like keeping at least a 10 reserve. We're not gonna run them all right now, though. I mean, just across the weekend in general. Alright, let's go get the Palooza rolling. Get the timer going. Okay, let's go. Back to the Vault event weekend. Oh, Epic Vault key right off the bat. Nice. I was not keeping track of the exact keys this time around. Actually, most Vault weekends I haven't been. Well, particularly because I've been doing a lost stream for the most part. But, Yeah, it's kind of just been number go up kind of thing. Like, I've still been farming them, I just haven't been hitting a certain goal. Like, I've been trying to hit like 300 every time or anything like that. We're trying to get more than what we had. Yeah, I can help you recruit later, Isabel. If anyone does want to join the guild, we do still have, I believe, 3 spots left. But I'll try to help out in game as well. A little bit later. It is really hard to because a lot of guilds are also trying to find people. Oh, you mean in stream? I can help in stream. Oh no, we haven't really been catching anyone on stream lately. But yes, if anyone should join the guild, we do have 3 spots left if you want to make it in before Guild War. Just get in contact with me or Isabel, we can get you in. The main 2 requirements being, or the main few requirements being level 1000 plus, 2 million gold a week, and partaking in all guild-related events. You know, all the standard ones. Just so we get all the rewards from everything. Pretty standard end-game guild requirements. Hey, we got a Mimic for once. I'll take that later. I said we're on the lower end of end-game guilds, though. Our gold requirement's actually relatively low compared to some end-game guilds. Like, 2 million is still a lot. But later in the game, 2 million is pretty much nothing. But yeah, we do need to fill those 3 slots out before Guild War, ideally. Though, if it's anything like the previous system, it does ignore your 3 lowest people. I'm not sure if it's keeping that for the new Guild War. But if they do, you can actually still do Guild War efficiently with 27 people. It'd be better if you had 30. But if they kept that aspect of the old system, you technically only need 27. To still get max score. It's still better to get a full guild, though. You can give the details in DM. Oh, was there actually extra details mentioned? I haven't been talking with anyone from the beta, so I'm not sure. You're not allowed to tell what you know. Well, I'll go peek at it. I won't mention anything then. Oh, you actually took place in the beta? Nice. Yeah, I haven't honestly done any of them in like 5 or 6 years at this point, as far as the betas. I often chat with at least someone who has partaken in some of the betas. But I haven't actually done any of them in at least like 5 years now. You're barely making 2 mil gold a week. Well, go grind some Vault Event weekend then. Also, if you're ever in a pinch for gold, whenever there is a Glory troop that only costs 300 instead of 400, you can actually convert Glory into gold. It's actually a really good way to get gold in a pinch. It's like 60,000 Glory for 1 million gold. Which sounds like a lot, but during Vault Events, you get a lot of Glory. Like this battle right here, we're going to gain like several hundred Glory from the double Glory Gnome here. Like, to fit a duration of that battle, we got 208 Glory. Like, 60,000 sounds like a lot, but there's a lot of ways to get it these days. Bill Warhammer, that's funny. But yeah, the beta test started about 2 weeks ago, so the patch is probably in about another 2 weeks. Like 2 Tuesdays from now. I think the 1st or 2nd week of March is the most likely time for it. The 1st or 2nd Tuesday of March. Oh, is the 8th the 2nd Tuesday? Yeah, the 8th is probably the most likely day. Someone mentioned the 8th earlier. But now that I'm thinking about it, it is a pretty likely day. Because it's probably the 2nd Tuesday of next month. Oh wait, no, that's a Saturday. If I'm looking at the right calendar. That means it would be on the 11th then, I believe. Though do keep in mind, whatever week they do end up doing the Guild Wars overhaul, Guild Wars doesn't actually take place until the following week. At the earliest. Because it's not going to activate the week that it occurs. Oh gosh, I gotta be careful. Now that the floors are wood, it's kind of like ice whenever you move the chair, which I'm not used to because I'm so used to having carpet there. I need to go get like one of those like soft mat things. I need to get like a really huge one though, so I can put it underneath everything. Even though I mostly just need it for the chair, because this chair just goes flying. It's like trying to move it on ice. Like how little friction it has now compared to before. Like I can just push back slightly and I'll go like halfway across the room. Gotta be careful because if I accidentally push back, I'm gonna like knock over the green screen. From how far I'll go flying. I never showed you guys the new floor yet, did I? I can technically show you guys by just pointing the webcam at it. Floor reveal. We'll do it after this Palooza. We'll do a floor reveal. I'm not sure if I ever showed the carpet beforehand. But it's much better than what was there before, that's for sure. Way sturdier as well. And anything that's been rotten underneath the house has been removed and replaced. And that was the main reason it was done to begin with. Because at that point, they were already going to have to replace out like 30% of the house, so it's like, I might as well do the whole thing. We're going to need to replace out that much. So Lucia, yes, we do only do it on Mondays these days. But we're doing it today for, well, for one, Vault Event weekend. But also because we were away on Monday, due to the floors being replaced. Pokemon Days on 2/27. Ooh. Yeah, I'll definitely need to watch the presentation for it. What day is that? That's a Thursday. Oh, Satirian, has there been any weekly raid event thingies? Because I haven't been keeping up with any of those. Not sure if there has been any. You're basically my reminder for them. Because I pretty much never check. Oh no, we've always had the webcam for the most part. At least for Gems of War anyways. There's some streams we don't do it for. Like Brighter Shores, I don't think we've done webcam a single time ever. But no, Gems of War pretty much always have done webcam. Actually, I'm really surprised how much nothing... Like, everything worked when I plugged it back in. I was actually really surprised when I plugged the internet back in and plugged every device back in. And, you know, like the mic and webcam and everything else. Not a single thing malfunctioned. Like, I'll have a single Windows update and, like, half the things will break. Yeah, you can move everything out of the house, back in, replug everything back in, and it'll still work fine, as if nothing happened. Which I guess to some degree you'd kind of expect that to happen, but still. I had, like, surprisingly no issues at all with how smoothly it went. I was expecting to have to, like, fiddle with things for at least, like, a couple hours trying to get everything working again, but nope. Plugged the internet back in, was working. Plugged all the devices back in, was working. I get more problems from a single Windows update than moving everything out and back in. Oh yeah, we've still been doing Brighter Shores every single day. We haven't been streaming the last 4 days or so because the floors are being replaced in the house. We're back to normal schedule, doing Brighter Shores around noon East every single day. And Gems of War normally on Monday nights, so we're doing it today because we weren't able to do it last Monday. Yeah, the game's still been a lot of fun. It's been bleeding players, but I've still been having just as much fun as always with it. We're hitting a bit of the grind wall in that game, though, but we're almost at 200 all. We should have it by next week. A lot of people are kind of just waiting for more updates at this point for that game, though. Like, that game has fallen so much in player base that even Gems of War has a bigger player base now. Honestly, Gems of Wars have always had a pretty stable player base, though. Like, it's been slightly going down, but, like, barely at all. And for a little bit, it's been going down on PC. I'm pretty sure it's just gaining on mobile. As obviously most of the player base for Gems of War is on mobile. Not all of it, but the biggest majority. But even its Steam numbers is still higher than Brighter Shores. Not even counting mobile or console or anything else. I know, I've still been going pretty heavy on Brighter Shores, though. I've been enjoying it. It's an MMO that I've been wanting for so long. Don't you dare run away. Okay, good. Saved. Now, these Dragonite Gnomes are so annoying. They deliberately made them tanky enough to counter this team. Their compromise for keeping this team as broken as it is that we're using right now is they added a gnome that can survive 25 damage, which is that Dragonite Gnome that we just killed. That was their compromise. Their compromise was they didn't nerf this team, but they added a gnome that basically effectively nerfed it. Luckily, the Dragonite Gnome is rare enough that it doesn't happen that often, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But that was their compromise for not nerfing this team. Is they just added a gnome that basically hard countered it by not being able to be one-shotted by the team. Yeah, they always do Vault Weekend on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's been very, very few instances where they did it at a different time. There was like one time, maybe twice, that they did it week long. And I think one other time where they did it for like 4 days or something. They brought back Suicune and Verzian Paradox raids. Or about to. Still limit one catch, and it's at least the 3rd time it's returned. Alright, so that's nothing important then, okay. Walking Wake and Iron Leaves if you're called the names correctly. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tyrion. Brighter Shores still good. Oh yeah, I've been enjoying Brighter Shores so much still. We're almost 200 all. We'll have it by next week. And after that, we just prep for combat rework or whatever else we want to get done. The only big issue with that game right now is every grind I need to do after combat is like measured in days rather than hours. Like how many days or weeks will this grind take rather than how many hours. Alright, please, the timer is almost up. I definitely want to get a better battle than that, though. Oh, Epic Volkey, though. Nice, nice. Ah, this one's a good one to end on, but I'm going to take our, take a bet on the next one. Because I don't think we can get another one after this. Come on, something good. Okay, a Curse Gnome. It could be better, but I'll take it. A Curse Gnome, at least. One of the slightly rarer ones. Give it a few extra seconds. It's about to go take a sip of water. I'm all out of water already. Alright, should we go do the floor reveal now? Actually, do I even have one for, let's see. Do I not have one for, like, a full thingy? I'm not sure if I do right now. Let me double check. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Does this have it? No. I could just always make it bigger, I guess, real quick.
Where even is it? Oh, it's not ahead of the other thing, though. Wait, was it not? There we go. I have it locked. Oh, you should probably go kill this battle real quick. There we go. Hello, Stardust! Welcome, welcome. I thought I had a thingy for it. Oh, you know why? Wait, I think I see the issue. Oh, no. That's weird. Yeah, I don't have it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Huh. I always thought I had a setup set up on the stream thingy. That's weird. Because that's not it. That's just the full screen, Where'd it go? I could've sworn I had a thingy for it. Because that's not it either. Oh, well, anyways. Alright, let's go do the floor reveal. It's not much of a reveal. Pretty sure you guys know what a floor looks like. Alright, let's see. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll unlock this. Make this very, very big. I just gotta remember to resize it properly later. We are now gigantic. There we go. Also, gosh, I need a better webcam. Look at how pixely that looks. That's also a lighting issue, but gosh. Alright, floor reveal. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This thing is, like, really short. Dun, dun, also, my unmade bed. I don't even have the covers for it, either. There we go. Floor! Look at all the floor, and the Pro Controller just sitting over there. Yeah, look at all that floor. Yeah, there it is, floor. Pretty sure you guys know what floor looks like. But there's floor. There's new floor. Also, unmade bed. Well, it's not that it's unmade. It's just everything's in the getting washed. Like everything. So I have like no sheets right now to even go make the bed with. But there we go. That's what floor looks like. The floor is flooring. Let's see. Something like that or so. Somewhere around there. Is it around there? Was it a little bigger than that? I don't remember. I think it was slightly bigger, but then moved over. Yeah, something like that, I think it was. There we go. Alright, now it's like slightly over. Wait. We'll get this aligned. Wait. Oh, I think I see why I had it the other way around. You need that to be above the other two things. Is that aligned now? I can't tell. Looks aligned. Good enough. Anyways. But yes. There is the floor. That is flooring. Floor stream. Yeah, who needs Vault Event Weekend? We'll just go stream the floor the whole time. Alright, anyways, let's go start up another Palooza. Alright, let me go ahead and another code as well. Also, this is the final 2024 code. So the next code we hand out will be official 2025 code. Only floors. Alright, there you go. There's the final 2024 code. Next code we hand out will be 2025. Oops, wait, let me go, let's see. There we go. What just happened? I'm not sure. I think you accidentally banned someone when you typed it in. I made sure to unban them, though. I was trying to double check. Honestly, I need to just clear my entire ban list. Wait, was it someone else? I can't see who it was. It doesn't actually say. Sometimes it does. I've been meaning to do that recently. Clear out my entire ban list. Hey, this is a dragon. I didn't even notice that. Like, clear out the entire ban list in case of anyone who's accidentally gone banned in the past. I know, it wasn't you. Let's see, is there a way to check? I don't think I have a way to check on if someone, like, who banned it on accident. So I have no way of knowing. That's hello, Stode. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that was Jamie? Oh, no, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I know, some people just misclick sometimes. It's all good. But I do need to go through it sometime. Alright, let's go do another Palooza. I think I'm out of XP boosts right now, though. That's fine, we don't need an XP boost to go do it. Oh, I have today's XP boost. Let's go use that one, actually. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Soul Forge. Also, this might be the last Palooza we run tonight. Definitely not the last one in the weekend, but probably the last one for tonight. Oh yeah, we still got a Mimic there. Oh no. I gotta remember to go do that after this. But I know Flower came out pretty nice. There's one thing I found really funny is how they cut around the cable. Like the cable that you need for the internet box and everything else. Actually, I was considering getting, what are those called? Like they have those Wi-Fi thingies now where you can do it almost like a phone connection where you don't even need like cable internet anymore. Do any of you guys actually use that? Have they been consistent? Because I still use cable. Like a cabled wired connection. But it's kind of funny because that wire's like stuck in the ground. So when they did the floor, there's like just this like little mini square for where the cable needs to be fed through. I just found it really funny. There's like this perfectly cut square in the middle. No, not a Wi-Fi extender, but there's like a thing where you can pay for it almost like like a phone thing, where it ends up working like a router, but it's through like a phone service kind of thing. I was almost considering getting it at some point, just to not have to deal with that cable. He's currently, I think I paid like 100 something a month. No, not a phone's hotspot, but more so like a device that does it. I forget what it's called. It's something relatively new that they came out with like last couple of years. Originally, I didn't even try getting it because it wasn't available in my area, but I believe it is now. Because I think it's like half the price of what I'm paying for internet now. Because it's only like 40, 50 a month, whereas I'm paying like almost 100 right now. Or somewhere around there. Oh no, Tyrion, I read your Pokemon question. We were talked about the two thingy things that they had like several times. Oh no, we got the annoying one. But yeah, the repeat event one. Can I show my pet team? The pet team is just a Stellarex build I normally run. There's just a couple different ways I run it. But I believe it's just Stellarex, double Cafru, and something else. I can go check by checking the mana core in like 10 minutes. But I'm pretty sure I just run Stellarex into Cafru. Yeah, internet's pretty expensive. It's one of the reasons I wanted to try that one alternative. See if it actually works out or not. Because I believe the alternative is only like 40, 50 a month. I'm just not sure how consistent it is. Biggest issue right now is my new computer doesn't really have a good Wi-Fi setup. Like, it's good enough for Bluetooth, but it needs a wired connection to work properly. No, not Diamantina, Stellaryx build. Like Stellaryx double Caffrou with like whatever other utility you want to run. Like Wand Hero or whatever else you want to put on it. Oh, I think I ran it with Essentia for 50% mana start. Yeah, it was Stellaryx double Caffrou into Essentia, I believe it was. Just to give the 50% mana start to Stellaryx. You can get away with it slightly with Diamantina if you don't own Stellaryx. The problem with that is, I don't believe it's enough to one-shot. But Stellaryx is enough to one-shot the whole time. Yeah, Stellaryx with triple Takshaka can also be done. I've just been doing it with double Caffrou into Essentia a lot recently. Because if there's no chance for you dying, it's a little bit quicker than Takshaka. Takshaka is most useful for when you can lose a battle, like PvP. As it can actually make a comeback. Not that the Pharaoh can't, it's just he's way harder to make a comeback with. As his main comeback is hope you just kill with Deathmark. Whereas Takshaka can solo an entire team in like seconds. With like no RNG at all almost. Do you think the new Guild Wars will still replace Orb in place of Wand? Wait, do you think new Guild Wars will still replace Orb in place of Wand? What do you mean Orb in place of Wand? Oh, I see what you mean. I understand what you mean now. I'm not sure if Stellaryx and Wand will get replaced or not. Because if not, that's going to be kind of crazy. Because you're going to see a lot of Stellaryx builds in the Wand when applicable. Maybe not Stellaryx as much because a lot of the restrictions probably wouldn't allow Stellaryx. But yeah, if there's no restriction on Wand, you're going to see a lot of Wand. Like, if you can use Wand, you probably are using Wand. Like, if it's a game mode where you're allowed to use Wand, like 80-90% of teams will have Wand on it. Take care, Stardust. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Best of luck with the weekend. Catch you later. Yeah, I'll go show the pet team after this. The current pet I need to go do, I don't really need to kill at the moment, though. But I should still show my preset team. I'm pretty sure it's a standard Stellaryx quick kill, though. And now with the new Atlanta buff, you can technically do an Atlanta build now, too. Like triple Atlanta into Leprechaun. The only problem with that is it doesn't one-shot the last battle. Or, you know, it doesn't cycle through one of each. And I think the second to last, it might also not be able to kill. I'm not sure how far it goes. But I know for sure the final battle, it does not have enough damage. It is a fun strategy that you can do now earlier in the game. As of this week. Oh, is that an Epic Volky? Nice, nice. Honestly, we're doing pretty good on Epic Volkies this weekend. Barely even started the grind, and I'm pretty sure we're almost at 10. I gotta remember after this to also go kill the Mimic before I forget when I start grinding later and it's like, oh no, why is there a Mimic here? Because if you lose that fight, you don't get to redo the Mimic. So it's really important that you do the correct team. Otherwise, we gotta go kill a Mimic team with just Ironhawk. Which is doable, but it would take forever. If you accidentally go into that battle with double Ironhawk, you can win. But that battle will take you like 5 minutes instead of like 5 seconds. Which is not advised. You would likely still win though. As long as he don't devour you. Or doesn't he have immune to devour actually now that I think about it? Oh yeah, he does. Never mind, he can't devour you. Well, he can still devour your other troops and then kill you with skull damage. Are there new dragons? Many on Xbox cannot do dungeon. Straight crash when click. Yeah, there's been a bunch of people mentioning a bunch of issues on console. The new dragons aren't coming quite yet. They should be coming in the next patch. But Autoflower Dragon should be in next update most likely. Do you see any more good weapon creations coming up in the new Guild Wars? Or have any idea suggestions you'd like to see? As far as good weapons? Like 6-color or otherwise? I would love to see a new, I wish with Doom weapons they would do an armor tier array of them. I don't think we've gotten an armor tier mechanic for them. Like, obviously we have a lot of armor tier weapons, but not for the Doom category. I would love to see what they end up doing with that. And actually making them viable. Because we haven't gotten a really good set of Doom weapons in a while. And nice, another Epic Volkey. As far as the 6-color weapon, I'm not sure what you would do to balance that. It's a big issue with anything that's ever 6-colored in this game. And a reoccurring issue that's been happening. Is a lot of the new 6-color mechanics are so absurdly strong. Like, ridiculously so. Like, every modern 6-color new option is, like, best in slot in almost every team. Except for Diamantina, that's kind of gotten outpaced by Stellaryx. It's just a really hard mechanic to balance. Just because how strong it is to begin with. Just the concept of using every color. Especially when that thing is also mana accumulating for you. Well, they're going to be adding some kind of Citadel system later this year that will hard counter extra turn spam teams. And I'm really curious to see how that will work. We don't know every mechanic that you'll be able to do with it. But having it set to auto-deny extra turns is probably going to be the most used mechanic ever. Because I don't think anyone's going to use anything else. It's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic will work, though. Because if you have to start fighting battles where everything you do auto-ends your turn, even if you land an extra turn, then that definitely changes a lot of battle dynamics. There's a lot of troops that auto-end their turn that become way more viable. And the current state of the game might barely be used. But if you guarantee lose your turn anyways, it might get used a lot. Yeah, the double hit Doom weapons, one of the strongest ones that came out recently. They came out around the same time when they nerfed Journey Troops. And they basically took all the power that Journey Troops had and put it into the weapon. Like those 6 weapons that create a bunch of a single color. They are really, really, really strong. They lose a bit of value after you get a double kill. But at that point, you pretty much already run the battle. Do we get different eggs? Yes, the flower dragons will have a 3rd set of eggs. I'm not sure if we publicly know what their mechanic is yet. Also, I don't know. But I have a feeling Isabel might leak it to me. Because I have a feeling she actually wants to not leak me necessarily Guild War info, but probably the flower dragons. Because it's probably in the beta as well. I'm kind of curious what they do. They're definitely going to be support related, whatever they do. I highly doubt they'd be anything but that. They're probably for mana accumulation for their given color plus supporting with some kind of stats. Oh, it's just Guild War info? Okay. But if I had to guess what the Flower Dragons do, they're going to be some kind of support troop. Probably create a bunch of mana of a given color and maybe Dragon Gem type. And then do some kind of support move. Hopefully one that gives magic. Ideally all stats. Alright, wait out the timer. Nice, Epic Volkey right at the end. Unfortunately, everything else pretty bad. But But yeah, we're going to be getting a third set of dragon eggs when they come in. I assume they're going to be cheaper and not as high as Stellaryx. I don't think they're just going to keep raising it. I'm pretty sure they're going to be more like the gem dragon cost, where they're 500 each. Hey, whoever was asking about the pet team earlier. Yeah, Stellaryx, Double Cafru, Essentia. Basically, it's ultra quick kill for this kind of game mode. You get your double explode. You click your Stellaryx. You do that 7 more times and then you're done. It's really, really quick. The funniest alternative these days is, like double triple Atlanta. Like triple Atlanta with 1 Cafru. Or triple Atlanta with a Leprechaun. Or triple Atlanta with the Ihi Cattle that I keep saying incorrectly. The Ehe Cattle. The Ihi Cattle? The Ehe Cattle? Whatever, however you say that. The Ehe Cattle. Oh, sorry, it's all blue to yellow, not all purple to yellow. We all blue to yellow, yellow storm into Empower. Which feeds, what if I forget her name all of a sudden? Atlanta. That feeds Atlanta really well. But yeah, Swift on her is really insane. There's a lot you could do with her now. I definitely need to start mentioning her in a ton of team builds whenever we go around and doing them. Oh, okay. What else do we still need to go over? Anything else, anyone? Let me know. Let me know. All right, let me go hand out another code as well. Oh, yeah, this is our first 2025 code, by the way. It only took us nearly 2 months. But we are finally starting the 2025 code section. There you guys go. Underspire? Oh, yeah, I barely touched Underspire yet. I don't think I'm going to do all of it right now. I'm probably going to put all of this off all the way until the end. But yeah, we could do some Underspire right now. I was just messing around with showing a thing. Let me go get the actual team. Oh, isn't the team this week actually kind of good? So it shouldn't take too long to do Underspire, luckily. I'm not going to do it all right now, though. We'll be here forever. Be here for, like, the rest of the night. I think we have, like, 3 hours Underspire left because we haven't even touched it. I'm only doing the floor 4, though. Let's see. Pace team. Yeah, this team should be fine. Hardest issue is getting off the ground, but once you do, it kind of just auto wins. Like, getting an enchant is really useful on this team. Like, the quicker we can get an enchant, the better. AKA just get an extra turn. There we go. A little late, though. We already had all the damage we needed. Show you the cattle on screen. Show me E-cattle. Well, we showed E-cattle on the other team earlier. You know what the E-cattle looks like. We'll end up one more code in a little bit. We're not going to do the entirety of what's it called today, though. Maybe we'll go poke at some since we're around. But if you have Celestial Dragon, Blue Celestial Dragon, it's pretty free. So this is Stormheim restriction, so you can get away with a full giant team as well. They also all have 20% bonus this week, including Hero. I just showed Hikato earlier, though. You know what it looks like. We literally just showed it like a few minutes ago. It's that one yellow converty bird. I just realized we only have one path. It's not even giving me an option. Only one path remains. I do really hope whatever they do with the flower dragons, that blue one better be viable. It probably has my favorite troop art of anything in the entire game. Like, period. Like, not even, like, out of, like, any category. Just, like, out of absolutely, literally everything in the entire game. Is probably my favorite troop art ever. In the entirety of everything. Probably blue flower dragon will be good. I'm hoping it's kind of like this guy where, you know, there's situations where you use him. Where he's not the meta, but you do bring him out occasionally. Is this blue celestial dragon you'll never put pretty much on your team unless it's a certain restriction. But in a certain restriction like this, it's your best in slot you could ever put in here. Or it's not used often, but when you do use it, it's really good. I'm hoping blue flower dragons like that. It's definitely not going to be the meta for anything, but, you know, there will be some categories where you are going to bring it out. Wait, do we already have all their info? Where are you guys getting this from, by the way? Is it up on Discord or something? Or is it on a website somewhere? Because I thought Terran's World was down. What's the Terran's World replacement these days? Or is it back up by someone else? I haven't been keeping up with that the last week or two. Ever since it got shut down. Oh, it's on the Discord bot. So it's not up on any website yet, but it's up on Discord. You're banned from mine? Why are you banned from mine? Might need to do a full unban there as well. I'm not sure how to do that for Discord, though. I know where it is on YouTube. I'm not sure where the full unban is for Discord, though. Like, on YouTube, I could get that done in, like, a minute. Like, unban every single person who's ever been banned on the channel. I'm not familiar with how to do it on Discord, though. I'll try looking it up later. Pretty sure I could find it pretty quickly if I go to the official Gems of War Discord, though. I, like, pretty much never use Discord. Is the problem. Like, aside from chatting with people, I haven't used an actual Discord server in, like, years at this point. For, like, its actual intended purpose. I basically just use it as a messaging app. And that's it. You know what, at this rate, maybe we'll go to the entirety of Underspire. We already came this far. Alright, let's go into the code every section we do then. How about that? We already got through first section. But you know what, we might do the entirety of Underspire right now. If we're already doing it, I might as well do it now. I won't have enough to finish, but we'll get as far as we can with what we have. And every section we do, we'll give out a code. We definitely don't have enough to make it all the way to the end because I still need the torches from tomorrow and Sunday. But I'll use every torch we have. And every section we can get through, we'll hand out a code. Vanderspire is pretty free this week. Honestly, anytime you have access to half-decent mana accumulation plus a Celestial Dragon, should be fine. The only one that's kind of awkward, oddly enough, is Stellaryx. Like, you would think Stellaryx would be one of the easiest ones. But the problem with Volpacia is mana accumulation. Like, obviously Stellaryx itself, once you get it going, is so insanely good. But Volpacia does not have particularly good mana accumulation options. Like, they're so bad, they almost make Stellaryx look bad. For the later battles, it's fine, because Stellaryx can just sustain on its own. But it's really bad at the lower range. It's just so hard to mana accumulate for him. Do you think they'll ever make a gem drop that will reduce high troops' mana costs? I don't think so. If anything, I feel like they would do it the other way around. They already have a mana drain gem, though. Is that Hello Beer Razor? Welcome, welcome. Try Atlanta Ore with 2 Kaffir. Oh yeah, we were mentioning that team earlier. Like double Atlanta, double Kaffir, triple Atlanta, 1 Kaffir, stuff like that. Unfortunately, can't use that for this current game mode though. This is his Stormheim restriction. But yeah, Atlanta's pretty good. Like any Atlanta with Kaffir team is really strong. It really just depends how you want to build it out. The cheapest one being like triple Atlanta into Leprechaun or E Cattle. The most expensive being like double Atlanta into like 1 other troop plus Kaffir. Well, technically the most expensive versions would be just not using her, technically. But you know, if you're still building it around an Atlanta. Technically the expensive version would be, you know, use Stellaryx. Oh, I should have taken the red. Yeah, Stellaryx is kind of insanely, absurdly strong. I'm actually still surprised to this day that they buffed him that much. It was already good pre-buff. And then they buffed him through the roof to be the strongest troop to ever exist ever. How have I been doing without the spoilers? I don't know, you can still see everything mostly. Without the spoiler stuff. Because they've been doing a monthly preview thing every single month. So the official means of seeing things is still pretty good. Though it was wrong with one of the events. This event was originally marked as Arena, but it's actually Vault Event Weekend. That's normally accurate for most things. Alright, another one down. Let's go hand out another code. Oh, so if anything, it's actually even easier to make thumbnails now. I might just keep doing it the way we have been. As long as it's fine with you guys. Because the way that we currently make thumbnails, ever since I don't have those assets to go grab from, it's actually like 5 minutes quicker to make the thumbnail now. Compared to before. Like for the Monday video ones I'm referring to. Because there's technically a thumbnail maker like already in the game. And I just take that and put it into the interface that's already there, rather than grabbing each asset individually. Because the game actually has that function for like 5 or 6 years now. It's actually pretty handy. But all you have to do is go to like any troop you want. Like let's say we want one for this bird, this shiny bird. Actually, shinies are a bad example because they have like a weird crop to them. So I have to keep cropping the image. Because for whatever reason, they haven't actually updated it to get rid of it. But we go to like none here. We go to none, none, and then boom. And you click screenshot button. And then boom, there you go. And of course, we can also do it to a non-shiny, which would make it a lot easier. Because say if we want to do this. More upgrades, go over here, off, off, none. Apply. Boom, screenshot. There we go. And then save screenshot to Steam. And then you just put that into the interface and then boom, you got a thumbnail. It's so much easier than the way I was doing it before. It's literally an in-game feature as well. And it's just so accessible. And you get it done in like literal seconds instead of minutes. It's really nice. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, we're doing Underspire. Let's go back. It's kind of clunky for shiny troops though. Because that was made before shiny troops came out. So the shiny interface still stays there. Yeah, one thing that might have changed with our stream a little bit in that regard is ever since I got the new computer, we've been streaming at 60 FPS. We're also using a 2K monitor, as well as we're not streaming minimized. Like before, I was kind of streaming at like smaller than 1920 by 1080 and shrinking it down, then raising it back up. But I'm actually streaming at even bigger than 16 by 9 now. And now instead of shrinking it, I mean, instead of enlarging it, I'm actually shrinking it. So we're at like max resolution right now that you can possibly record in. Because before it was kind of like a slightly stretched out 1920, or you know, like a 1080p. But now it's like a shrunk down 2K. But yeah, we've been doing it like that for about 5 or 6 months now. It's not too noticeable, but if you're looking on like a bigger screen, it probably is. On smaller screens, it probably looks the same. Yeah, there's the third door. Also, we're definitely not gonna be able to finish it though, unless we get really, really lucky. And even if I do, I still gotta find a dead end rooms the next 2 days. You've been looking at it on a 75-inch? Oh yeah, it would definitely make a huge difference for that then. We'll go this way. Worst comes to worst, I need to get the dead end rooms later anyways. So if we get some now, it's not that big a deal. At some point before the end of the week, we gotta go get them. Oh, I thought we'd get full mana there, forgot. The other thing's not enchanted. He's after you cast, of course, you lose your enchant, unfortunately. If anyone still has any other questions they want me to go over to, let me know. Because after we finish out Underspire, we're probably going to call it there for now. After how many rooms can you do the chest rooms? After how many rooms can you do the chest rooms? What, the dead end chests? You can do them at any point. It's just random if they appear in a dead end or not. But they can occupy any dead end. Like right over here is probably 2 of them. Like they might not be the exact room, but they're definitely dead end rooms. Over here is a double dead end. That one's not. It's not deep enough yet. But like right here's double dead end. Right here's double dead end. It's not guaranteed that there'll be treasure rooms or not, but they're definitely double dead end rooms. It's complete chance if they are a natural treasure room or not. Also, if you haven't found the merchant for the floor, they can also be merchants instead blocking you, which basically do nothing. Ooh, we're getting to the point where we can't one-shot with the Celestial Dragon. That's not ideal. Though, of course, the deeper you go, the more that's expected to happen. So one of the reasons I mostly only go to floor 4 these days. Floor 5 and 6 is just so slow with most teams. You love merchant rooms? Oh, gosh. Yeah, merchant rooms are kind of awful. They're so trolly. Like, I wish they would have given them some kind of, like, guarantee benefit compared to what they have now. Like, the very first one gives you a free lantern, which is huge. But I wish they would have given one free reward for every single one of them. To encourage actually going to them. I know that was sarcasm. Hey, nice. Oh, we actually have a chance. We got 15 torches left. If we guess first time, we actually get it done today. Not counting the dead end rooms. Yeah, if we get lucky, we'll have it done today. Or at least the main reward anyways. Oh, that didn't kill them all. Oh, that's kind of funny. We're both running a blue dragon. Does that dragon look so much different from the other side? It's the same dragon, right? Wait, is that the gem one? Oh, no, never mind. Oh, they actually look really similar. I never noticed that. Celestial Dragon and Gem Blue Dragon both look so similar. I'm so glad the blue one looks like the best troop in the entire game for the blue, for the Flower Dragon. Because I never noticed that. But yeah, Gem and Celestial Blue Dragon, very, very similar looking. But the flower one is absurdly different. Alright, here you guys go. There is a redeem code. Enjoy, everyone. And unless we get really lucky, that's probably the final code. We'll hand out one more if we can actually get to the room. Oh yeah, one more other thing that we might do to hand out another code. Let's see if we can get a purple deed book roll. I'm gonna do that one next. We're gonna try rolling for purple deed book. Oh, don't tell me you just survive with 3 HP. What are you doing? You're 2 HP. We're gonna have to whack them one whole extra time just to kill them out. There we go. Yeah, let me go try our deep book look. Haven't done that yet today. I need to remember to do that like every stream we ever do. Because we're really in need of those purple deed books at the moment. PvP. PvP shop. Other. I haven't been doing as many dailies for them recently though. Alright, no purple. We'll hand out a code per purple. Not a purple. Not a purple. Sad. Well, we got no purples there. Till next time. We'll try it on next Monday. How many keys are we up to? 161, not too bad. Though we did have some amount already there, though. But not that many. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, fishing under Spire. Well, as far as we can get with what we have. Yeah, I'm really close to getting the second to last Magic Kingdom maxed out. After we get all the purple deed books from the current season, by like the 8th or 9th week or whenever you finally get them all. I believe we're only like 4 to 6 short after that to get our second to last Magic Kingdom. They only need one more set to get the final Magic Kingdom, which will take a while. That'll still take like half a year to a year, probably closer to a year. But sometime near the end of this year or really early next year, we'll finally have Max Magic for pretty much the first time ever. As no one's really been able to have it for a while because of the deed books. A handful of people have it now, but you do have to either really grind out Explorer or spend a bunch of money to get it. But very few people have Max Magic at the moment. And a couple years ago, it was pretty much impossible for anyone to have it because of how bottlenecks those deed books were. But people have been starting to roll them in since last year. Like actual Max Magic. Like, you know, 30-star Magic Kingdoms. If I'm not mistaken, I believe all of them could be 30-starred now. It's more so a matter of getting all the deed books. Which, of course, is the bigger problem. They're already putting on Gingerachia pet next Wednesday. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of past holiday pets. They've been doing it a lot recently. But technically, that's a troop bonus one that's already been in drop table for a while. It's not a cosmetic one. But the last several weeks, they've been bringing them out. Like this week, last Wednesday, if you guys end up getting it. It was the first time ever that the Campaign 11 exclusive money pet was available. They've rotated out a couple of them. I think at this point, only like a fifth of them have ever returned for free. But yeah, Campaign 11's money locked pet came in free for the first time ever last Wednesday, 2 days ago. I believe you can still get them through money offers occasionally, but as far as getting them for free, it was the first time it was ever available for free. Yeah, all Magic Kingdom can be maxes, Tyrion mentions. Yeah, they've been maxable for a couple months now. Like, almost like half a year, actually. I just haven't had the deeds to go and do so. But for the last half a year or so, it's technically been possible if you had a lot of deed books. Most notably in the purple variety. Yeah, which way is higher number? 120 and 108, or 109, I mean? Yeah, most of the campaign pets are money locked. I'm trying to think of all the ones that have come out for free. I think 1, 2, and 11. I'm trying to think of any other ones. I know for sure 1 and 11 did. Can't remember if 2 ever did. I could have sworn they did at one point. But I know for sure 1 and 11 were available for free. 1 has actually come back like 2 or 3 times for some reason. And the 11 one just came out this week. And I could have sworn like 2 or 3 also came out at one point. But then they kind of stopped doing them for free. But now they're starting to do them again. Probably just to make Wednesday pet events a little bit more enticing. Starting to add some of the good old cosmetic ones. What was your brag? After books from campaign, you need 4 more books for Max Magic. Nice, huge congrats. Yeah, after the campaign bonus, I'm going to be so far away still. I'm still going to need like another 30 or 32 of them. Well, we'll get there in time. It'll take a while, but honestly, getting 32 purple deed books is not as hard as it used to be. It's still hard. It used to be way harder to do. Yeah, I've been slowly making it easier over time. Still takes forever, though. Yeah, Campaign 1 and 11 are the 2 I know for sure. I'm not sure if Campaign 2 did. And yeah, Gingerachia is already available. You can get Gingerachia whenever in Pet Drop Table. That one's not as special even though it's pretty recent. The Campaign 1 Mythic, it came out twice, or 3 times. It came out, well, obviously during Campaign 1. But there was also a Saturday pet event back when they used to do Saturday pet events, which they stopped at this point. But there was a Saturday pet event where he was available for free. And then also about a month ago, he's available from the Wednesday pet event. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago or something. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we still play Gems of War. Every single day. We never stopped. We just haven't been streaming as much. We've still been doing it every day. But if we can find this treasure room, or not treasure room, but if we can find this boss room within 7 battles, find out another code. Yeah, whatever we don't get done, we'll do on the weekend. Just gotta remember to do it and not get distracted by Vault Event weekend. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to go do the Mimic. We'll hand out a code if we get a 5 times for the Mimic. Also, imagine if we actually get a Horde Mimic from it. Ooh. We're in such a dry streak for Horde Mimic. Like, I think we're like over 5 times over drop rate for how many we've done compared to when we should be. Currently they're replacing arena events with Guild War. So technically they are replacing arena events, but they're doing it with Guild War. The new Guild War system, at least initially, will be replacing arena. It likely won't be permanently staying that way, but at least initially it will be. They're likely going to change that a bit over time. But at least upon Guild War 2's release, they will be doing it just during arena events. Or when arena events would have been. So why does this battle feel like it's been going so much slower? There we go. Oh no, it's double dead end. Oh, we'll take it later. I just realized it's been like so much further ever since we showed the floor. There we go. I normally can't see it because of how the setup. But there we go. A little bit better. It was even a worse angle when I first set it up. Because I just plopped it back up there without like any real angle in mind. I think you could barely even see the top of my head. Oh yeah, that's something else. When I moved everything out and back in, just to make sure the mic is more stable, I ended up cubbing out like a thing of foam and putting it underneath the mic. So now it actually has a stable base. Though I'm still have the really jank setup of holding it down with a 10-pound weight. Like a little 10-pound dumbbell is holding down the other side. Because this mic is so heavy. Because it's, you know, a really bulky mic. So it makes it stand really heavy on one side. So to counterbalance it, I have a 10-pound dumbbell on the other side. I was thinking of like a more permanent solution, but hey, it still works. So I'm just keeping it that way. Oh, this has a chance of being boss room. It's either going to be merchant or boss. Hopefully boss room. No, it's merchant. No. Well, at this point, I might as well take the double dead end room because there's no way we're hitting the boss within 2 battles. You know, we'll still hand out a code though. Because Because why not? Also, where did my chat go? Chat, where'd you go? I can't see you. There you guys go. You wonder if Salty still plays Gems of War? No, I highly doubt it. I think even when she was community manager, she didn't play it. Aside from when she did the stream. But no, I highly doubt she plays the game. And when she worked full-time for the company, I'm not sure if she even played it daily. Alright, final battle, unless we get torches from this. You've been playing from the beginning in Arena. You would think they can still change on what it's the first you wish they had changed or eliminated. But as far as changing Arena, I would love for Arena to be a good game mode. Like, the concept of a draft system works really good. It just, Arena has never been particularly balanced well, other than, like, its first year of release. Everything beyond that has been, like, the biggest unbalanced mess for, like, 9 years straight. Or, like, 8 years straight. And still is to this day. It was only really balanced for, like, the first half a year to a year. Everything beyond that was just different degrees of broken. Especially with, like, modern boost ratios and everything. Also, 20 Sapphire, that is so sad. These modern boost ratios just don't really scale that well with Arena. Some are way too weak, and some are just so broken that if you don't have one, you just auto-lose. Alright, final thing that we'll hand out a code for if we get it. We got a Mimic. If this becomes a 5 times, we'll hand out a code. If it becomes a, if it somehow becomes a Horde Mimic, we'll hand out like 5 codes or something. I highly doubt it's gonna be a Horde Mimic. We're like 4 years dry on one. Like 5 times over drop rate. I believe there's about a 10% chance if I get a Horde Mimic. It's overall like about a 1% chance we get it from this. But hey, you never know. We're pretty dry on one right now. Let's see, do we get the 5 times? No, boo. Boo. We got literally the lowest roll you can get. Boo. Oh, sad. You literally can't get a lower roll than that. A double guard token. Unfortunate, you never know though. And that is why we don't have a 3rd Horde Mimic. Gosh. Our buddies are so lonely. Whatever shall I do with only 2 Horde Mimics? We're like 5-6 times dry on the a 3rd one. The amount of 5 times we've gotten without getting one is so high. Like, it's almost like 100 at this point. We're like 50 or 60 5 times Horde Mimics without getting a, you know, 5 or... We're like 50 or 60 of the 5 times without getting a Horde Mimic from it. I believe it's roughly a 1 in 10-ish. But we already got our 2, so we can't really complain too much. You really only ever need 1. I still, for just the sake of it, wanted to get 4 eventually. We'd have to play a lot more Explore 12 if we really wanted to farm them, though. I'm not going to bother going on my way for it. Though we do kind of need more tokens soon. We are so low on upgrade tokens. Like, this is every last token we have. Right over here. Like, this is it. Like, we have, like, none. At all. Like, a single-digit number for some of these is so low. But yeah, at some point I need to go grind it. Hey, maybe something this weekend when we go do it off-stream. Maybe go start farming some Explore 12 here and there. Like a Stellarex quick kill team. This says 1-shot, right? Which I forget. I haven't run Stellarex here in so long. Or is it 2-shot? It might be 2-shot. I haven't done Explore 12 in so long. At least with a proper team. Yeah, it is 2-shot. There's not a setup that 1-shots it, does it? You always have to go for the 2-shot method. Unless you're doing like the all-in skull damage method. But at some point we should go farm Explore 12 again. Not today though. But anyways, guys, any other questions? Any things? Otherwise, we're probably going to be calling it here for now. Though we'll be back on next week's Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. and hopefully we'll have the video out normal time, and should be back to complete normal schedule at this point. We'll have the Monday video, weekly video. We'll have the Monday night stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll go from there. Now that everything's back in order, nice and situated, and completely back to normal. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck on the Vault event weekend. Still plenty of time to do it, even if you haven't started yet. You got a solid 2 days left, rest of today and the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And it ends on Monday reset time, so you still got a solid 2 days left. And yeah, best of luck with everything. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.